What's up guys, this is Arts again and I'm back with a YouTube upload finally. I'm really sorry that I have not uploaded for a long time. It's been a while since I have really dedicated towards YouTube, uploading videos on YouTube. I really miss uploading videos. I used to do mostly Destiny videos. I kind of lost touch with Destiny somewhat. Still play it from time to time. I do raids a lot, but every day you'll be finding me on Warframe, which is what this video is going to be about. I play it a lot. I have not played it as this much since July 2016 when I actually did that Archwing mission and uploaded a video for it. I did not like it as much back then as I like it now. I really got into it like 5 months ago. Not really 5 months, 4 months ago I think. So 4 months ago I really got into Warframe, back into Warframe, and really enjoyed doing different quests, getting different Warframes, farming, did some endgame Eidolon hunting stuff. Just the evidence behind you, these different statues you get from Eidolon hunting. Did an awesome story quest which we'll go into later in this particular Warframe series. But what I want to say first is I am really sorry I didn't upload for a long time, but I'm back to uploading more videos. This time it's going to be a Warframe series. You'll see some Destiny from me from time to time, but this video is going to be all about why I play Warframe every day. This one is especially dedicated to understanding the mod system in Warframe and how to mod your particular Warframe and make yourself more powerful, and how that leads you, and also how the game leads you from planet to planet, from one mission to the next, and kind of captivates you in the process. And that's only for a beginning player, so to say. So yeah, so without any further ado, let's get right into it and let's understand why Tenno universe is so awesome. Yep, so let's go. Okay, so the first thing I would like to show you is not really my orbiter, but yeah, the ship's pretty cool. You can like roam around in your ship. But the first thing that, you know, for a person who's been in Destiny for so long needs to realize when coming into Warframe, that this is not the same game. This might be an MMORPG, but this is not the same game. This is not the same genre. Story-wise, you might think at the beginning, oh yeah, it's all like Destiny. You start off in like a weird universe and then get put into your ships, fight some bad guys, kill off a boss maybe in the beginning. But yeah, then you get into your ship and bam, you're back into the missions, and you have these planets you roam around. If you go over here, let's go over here. So this is your navigation console. Then you zoom out, you see all these different planets. So you go around and unlock everyone. If you select one of the base planets, say like Mercury, you select different missions. You go here, you can do one mission. The little thing that says over there, open squads 2, that means that you're in public matchmaking and you can actually go in and play co-op with some random dudes. Of course, if you hit square, that's where the cursor takes you. You can change it from public, friends only, invite, solo, however you want to play it, you can do that. But yeah, I would really like to remind everyone that this is not Destiny, and I'm not trying to compare it to Destiny. It is a completely different game. It has its own aesthetics, it has its own system, and it is not a first-person shooter. It is a third-person shooter, looter shooter. So please do not compare it to Destiny. I'm gonna keep uploading both games at the same equal pace, I hope. There's some really cool things that are happening in Destiny universe, and I kind of started playing it again, but I was kind of laid off Destiny 2 for a long time. But I primarily consider myself as a Tenno these days than a Guardian. Just kind of sad maybe, but you'll see what I mean. Like, I find Warframe more captivating than I find Destiny. That's just me. Destiny 2 is still a great game on its own, what it has become now. It was not really good in Curse of Osiris. It was kind of not going down the right road, but right now Destiny 2 is going, and it's going on the right path, so let's talk about that later some other day. But this video is about Warframe, and I want to make it clear that not comparing apples and oranges, and this is just what is Warframe to me. So this is that video. Okay, so there you were here, you have your navigation console, you have all your planets, you go through every planet and kill different enemies. Every planet kind of has a boss fight, so that's really cool what I found in Warframe. Like if you go to, say, let's go in fact to Venus. So the real cool thing that I found about Warframe is like going from one planet to planet is fine. It's like, you know, you finish all the missions, you come to a junction, but to get through the junction you have to do certain things on that planet to get through the junction and go to the next planet, which is Venus. So to get through Venus, you have to go through and my bad. So from Venus to get to Mercury, you have to do certain set of things, right? So of course it's been a while since I've unlocked these planets. It's been like 2-3 months ago, I think, since I really got into it and you completed a bunch of things. So you can see here, if I hover my cursor on Mercury Junction, you have to do 4 different things. You have to defeat the Jackal. Oops, my bad. You have to defeat the Jackal at Fossa, which is a mission on Venus. You have to complete 10 waves of a defense mission on another junction, another planet. I mean another node, and then you have to do another rescue hostage, and then a small defeat 10 enemies. So I found that really interesting, and these small things which really stand out, how the game has been designed. So you go from planet to planet, you unlock one junction to junction. It's kind of repetitive. Some of the tile sets are kind of the same, but they're kind of mixed and matched, so you kind of feels different every time you go in. So like if I start this particular mission right now, it might not be the same tile set as it started off when you played it first time. So if you play it again, it might change the tile sets and make it, you know, rearrange them in a different order. So it's kind of feels like a new mission every time, kind of, but not really. But they're really fun to play. So that's going from planet to planet, unlocking one planet to the next, and so I found that really time-consuming and exciting at the same time to complete a planet and go to the next one. So every time you complete a junction, you go in and you fight a specter at every junction, right? So you go in and you fight an AI version of your Warframe. So that was really cool. I found that really cool. And it was actually an achievement. It felt like an achievement that you completed the whole tile set, the whole different nodes, and then now you're eligible to go to the junction and unlock your next reward. Oops, I'm kind of starting that. Okay, so then you go to Mars, you do the same, so you get the point. So every planet kind of sort of has a eventual boss fight which you need to complete. So like this one on Jupiter, it says assassinate Alad B, and in fact every mission gives you a particular component of a new Warframe. So for example, if you go to Phobos, which I'm gonna do in a few minutes, let's hover here. So if you go to Phobos and you select Iliad, you can see that it has a different notification, but if you select it, let's go select it. Okay, so then it says regular mission assassinate Corpus. That means that if you select that, you'll be taken into the Sergeant mission, and the boss fight there, Sergeant, has a chance to drop the mag components of the mag Warframe. So when you start Warframe, you're given 3 choices. You either can pick Excalibur, you can pick Volt, or you can pick mag. I think it's still the same as it was 2 years ago. But if you want to farm different Warframes, and of course you don't have to buy, this was one realization that I totally ignored when playing Warframe super casually when I first started in 2016, is that you can actually go in and, you know, select a mission, do it over and over till you get all 4 parts of that particular Warframe, and then finally the blueprint. So now you have a complete set of all the different Warframe parts. So now you have a set of, say, the mag Warframe, and you start building that in your foundry, which we'll show in just a second. So that I found that singular thing of like collecting different parts and making a new armor set, so to say, like a armor set, so to say, for yourself. I found that super rewarding, so to say, for me. So that's one thing I wanted to point out regarding the star chart. You can actually go through the Codex over here, which is basically just like a tutorial. You can go to Codex and you can select different training missions. Of course, that's there. Universe. So if you go to Universe, you select Warframes. Say for this one, Ash. It's really cool Warframe. You can see different different abilities that he has, kind of like the description. One thing I think they should really add to the Codex is tell you where you can farm these parts. For example, if you select him, of course the game doesn't tell you where to get it, right? So I think maybe that makes it a little bit easier for us, or maybe not. Then if you go to, where was the one, Mag? Yeah, so if you go to Mag, you'll see what she says. Mag, okay, full command of surrounding magnetic energy. It does not tell you where to get those parts. It just tells you your passives, your armor stats. Of course, it gives you the full set of numbers, the armor that she has, the energy that you'll get, the health, and the shield. But it does not tell you where to farm it, right? Right, so let's check out the thing here. Let's go to our arsenal. Let's go to our arsenal and select a Warframe that I do not have and see if we can see where she can be found. Okay, this is Sarin. I have not yet farmed Sarin, so one thing that strikes new players is looking at this price and seeing it's 225 platinum, which is a decent amount, right, for a starting player to buy one Warframe. I think you get like 300 to 500 plat for free when you first start the game, and spending 225 for one full Warframe, which is completely assembled, of course, and it has a slot and install reactor. We'll come back to this in a second. This is quite a hefty price to pay for, I feel, considering plat is so expensive. It does not tell you where to farm her. So okay, so then you go to R1, R1 again, no information, R1 again, no information. Okay, so it does not tell you where to farm this particular Warframe, which I think that these should really think about including in these different videos. I mean, different tutorial videos that YouTubers post, or these should really say that on in the game. Maybe that makes it a bit easier, but maybe, who knows. But it's a good way to introduce new players to the system of Warframe, which I think is one thing that really turns people away, is the system and adjusting to the system, right? So okay, so say we do not want to buy Sarin, right? We don't want to buy Sarin, we want to farm Sarin and get those parts. So you can hit R1, and that takes you to this page. 35,000 credits. So the credits can be farmed by playing the game. Just by playing the game, it's like the currency, the regular currency in the game, which you can just farm by just playing her. I mean, just playing the game with your current setup. So to get Sarin, you need Neuroptics, chassis, and systems, and something called the Orc himself, which again you get from specific locations on the star chart. But you can purchase this blueprint, and that blueprint is going to be yours. So if I click here and I purchase 35,000, it says I have the blueprint, but of course I don't have the parts for Sarin, right? So we go here. So then gonna need Neuroptics, chassis, and systems. So to get Sarin, the different parts for Sarin, you go to the star chart here, go to navigation, go to this planet called Sedna. Of course, you start unlocking from Venus, go to Mercury, Earth, Mars, Ceres, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Lua may be on the way, Eris, Phobos, well, Mars, Eris, and that connects to... never mind, that connects to... where does Sedna connect to? My god, I'm still a noob. Sedna connects to Pluto, right? So once you unlock Pluto, you get the Sedna junction, and once you get the Sedna junction, you are now allowed to enter Sedna. Before that, you're not. So then you're allowed to enter Sedna through Pluto, and now you can unlock different nodes. And the sarin parts actually drops from this particular boss fight called Kela di Aim, or whatever, however you pronounce her name. Killing Kela drops the sarin parts. So that's a hint right away how to get sarin, right? But it says 25 judgment points requires 18 owned, so I need a few more points. You can get judgment points by playing this other node called Arena. It's like a PvE mode. It's like a PvE/PvP mode, but it's only PvE, like your team versus PvE stuff, AI. So you can play Arena and get judgment points. You stack up enough judgment points, you are eligible to play this assassination mission. It needs 25 judgment points. So that's one hint on like how to get sarin. So you get enough judgment points, play enough of this mission, get enough judgment points, you play this mission. Pretty simple, right? Yep, so that is sarin.